Good afternoon, everybody. Rose Thorne here. Today, I'm doing a different kind of react for my channel. So, when Foodie Beauty had her channel, I was focused on doing reactions to her videos. And as you all know, Foodie Beauty is no longer around. Her channel is gone. So, I wanted to do a reaction to somebody different. And the reason why I'm doing a react to this person is because I don't think it's right for someone who has a channel on YouTube and also on Twitch to use their platform and use their audience to harass and bully another person. So the person in front of you that you're looking at is Miss Hussy. Miss Hussy is someone that used to have a monetized channel on YouTube, and his channel was taken away, and then he made a series of other channels which were also taken away due to harassment, and now he's primarily on Twitch. So for anybody who's not aware, way back in the day, I used to be a friend to Miss Hussy before everything started going sideways, and I don't like the things that he's saying about D. Higgins and the way he's treating D. Higgins, and I've got a lot of thoughts on that. So I'm going to go ahead and react to this broadcast that he did just recently and give my thoughts on it. So let's get to, shall we?
Hello, Castle. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, quite possibly. Um, Higgins. Hello, sis. Hello, boo. Higgins threatened me. Hello, Joanna. Hello.
Before we get deep into this, I just want to point something out to everybody. During this live stream that he did, he made claims of being threatened and harassed and so forth, but he doesn't offer up any proof. And that seems to be an ongoing theme with Hussy. He makes claims about being threatened, all kinds of things, but he never offers up any proof. He never does. He says this happened and that happened, but he never brings any proof of receipts to the table to back up what he's saying, to show that what he's saying is true.
Quite possibly. I'm just, I didn't know if I wanted to do this live stream. I am under so much pressure right now. Hi, Jojo Bags. She threatened me, and I have a snapshot. And I'm really, really concerned because the people that, some of the content creators that she supports, some are pretty dangerous.
Okay, so he says that D. Higgins threatened him. Where is the proof of the threat? And he's also saying that some of the creators that she talks to are dangerous. Where's the proof of that? He's not showing any proof for what he's saying. He's making claims with absolutely no proof to back it up. I can't think of any content creator, save one, that I would consider dangerous. And this dangerous person that I know of that likes to dox people is no one that I would want to talk to, no one that I do talk to. So, where's the proof that you're being threatened, Hussy? Where is the proof that this people that D. Higgins is talking to are dangerous? Where's the proof of that? Again, you're saying these things, but you're not proving what you say. So you can just say anything and everybody's expecting it to be true. If you're going to say things like that that are that serious, you need to bring proof to the table.
And she literally threatened me.
In what way? Where? How?
So we're just gonna say Higgins. First time in the chat. Do you know who I am? So I have snapshots. It is a threat, and
I also want to point something out to everybody. So he's claiming there are threats, right? He just said that. Something that everybody should be aware of. There are people that go into chat rooms and on forums that pretend to be D. Higgins. They try to use her name and they say stuff, trying to impersonate her. It's been called out and noticed in different chat rooms before. So there's the real D. Higgins, and then there are people that pretend to be D. Higgins that go into the chat rooms and they say all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if these screenshots, if they're real, are probably of the fakes and the trolls, or people are just making up screenshots. But just because he has screenshots, if he does have any, doesn't prove a thing. But I seriously doubt that D would threaten anybody with anything, even Hussy.
she is nasty. Hello, Cricket Halo. Yeah, she threatened me. Hussy, why are you not going to? I'm going to take care of. I have to do it tomorrow. I have to do it tomorrow. This person has continued to talk about me. And Higgins, this person has continued to talk about me, pay people, and support people uh, to slander me.
Okay, here we go. Another accusation with no proof. You said that she paid people. What proof do you have of that? Show us the proof. Where's the receipts that she paid people? If she sends super chats to people, that's not paying people to harass you. That's just her giving a super chat. And if she wants to go into a chat room and say whatever it is she wants to say, whether it's about you or somebody else, or just be part of the conversation, there's a little thing called freedom of speech. People can say what they want. People can say what they want where they want. Why does that bother you? When you had your Miss Glory channel, you used the freedom of speech to say what you wanted about Foodie Beauty, and you went full blast on Foodie Beauty. Unfortunately, because the things you were saying were very rough, because you were using coarse language, Foodie got your channel taken away from you. And then you proceeded to make a series of other channels, many of which had to do with using your platform, using your channel to make video after video after video and live stream after live stream, harassing, bullying, and putting down a lot of people that you used to be on friendly terms with. Once you stop talking about Foodie Beauty, you use your platform to talk horribly and viciously about other creators. You talked viciously and horribly about me, about Shane, Callie, DC Media Girl, Charlie Gold, anybody and everybody. When you turned sideways and you decided to stop talking about Foodie, you needed content. So since you decided to stop talking about Foodie, you turned on all the people that once upon a time you were on friendly terms with. The same people that when you had your channel, your original Miss Glory Glory channel, and it was taken away from you, and then you created another channel, the Miss Hussy channel, those were the same people that got behind you and they helped you get all of your subscribers back. They advertise your channel on their Twitters, on their YouTube channels. They encourage people to go join up. They helped you get your audience back. They let people know where to find you again. Not only that, but those were the same people that when you had your original channels, if you had a question about anything related to a YouTube channel about computers, you could go to those people and they would answer your questions. They would give you whatever advice or tips that you needed. They were a valuable source of information. And you repaid everybody for their friendships, for them helping you by stabbing them in the back. But while you had your channel, you had freedom of speech. And then you turned that freedom of speech into a vicious thing by talking horribly about the people that helped you. And now you're trying to come back and get on D. Higgins for going into a chat room and saying things, for making conversation with people. Is it a viewpoint of rules for me but not for thee? I can do what I want but you can't do what you want? No, the rules apply for everybody, not just you.
To do whatever it is to make her happy and defame my character and everything else. And I think it's, hello, David, and I think it's all about, because it's revenge that I blocked her.
Yeah, let's talk about that word revenge. Let's talk all about that, Hussy. I'm glad you brought that word up, revenge, because you being obsessed with D. Higgins and you talking about her again and again, that's what's going on with you. You are feeling vengeful and you're seeking revenge. And what are you seeking revenge for? Not for anything she did to you. Not for that. You're seeking revenge because once upon a time, you and she were friends. And she honestly cared about you. She honestly cared. She was a true friend to you. She got on YouTube about the same time you did. You had your channel and she came into your channel. You made her laugh. You entertained her. And for that, she gave you a lot of very large super chats. And everything was fine with Dee until you decided to have a panel with Negs. And because Negs was associated with Tragic, and because Tragic is known for doxing people, knowing what Tragic has done to Missy Ann, Dee did not feel comfortable being associated with that, knowing that you were talking to those people. So she said, I can't stand with you. If you associate with them, I can't. Not knowing what they've done and what they continue to do. And she backed away. She did not go against you. She just simply backed away. And for that, you punished her and you keep punishing her. You're getting revenge because as a person, she just said, I can't stand with you on this. And she backed away. You seem to have a habit of that, a history of that. Anybody that tries to friend you or be there for you, as long as they stand with you, you're good with them. But the moment they just simply try to back away from you, you punish them for doing so. You go for the throat. And you will say and do anything to make them miserable. You did it with Dee, and you did it with me too. Because once upon a time, I used to care about you. And when your behavior became problematic, I recognized it. And I said to myself, I can't go through this again. Because years ago, I was involved in an abusive relationship with a person who was a lot like you. And I remember having to deal with that person. And I said, I can't go through this a second time. Because that person that I was involved with, he was always angry, always dramatic. It was exhausting. It was stressful. And I went through it once. I can't go through it again. So I backed away from that person. And I saw those traits in you. And I said, I can't do this. Because I know if a person is problematic, it is not going to be a one-off thing. When a person's problematic, problems keep happening. And you start off in a place where you are a friend to that person, and then it goes way beyond that. It moves into a place where you start off being a friend, and you become that person where you're always cleaning up another person's messes or dealing with the damage that they cause. So Dee tried to back away from you, you punished her, and before that, you did the same thing to me. Angry people always end up alone for a reason. Always. And the friends they try to make, the friends usually don't last long because of that problematic, angry behavior. And you haven't figured that out yet. It's been over a year and you're still obsessed with Dee Higgins. And you still won't leave the poor woman alone. Let her in peace. If she wants to be on Twitter and if she wants to be on YouTube and go into a chat room to talk about you or something else, you should leave well enough alone. Don't pay attention to what she says. You felt certainly free to talk about her in endless videos and live streams and drag her for filth. So she's not allowed to say something about you after all the hell you put her through? Freedom of speech for yourself, freedom of speech for everybody else. That's how it works.
A few months back, as you guys already know, I blocked her because even then I knew that something's not right with this person. Okay? She backstabbed me then, and she has not stopped backstabbing me.
The word backstabbing should not come out of your mouth. It really shouldn't. Because you're known for backstabbing. And there's been an entire documented history on YouTube of you backstabbing people. The people that, again, tried to friend you in the Hater Nation, that gave you help, tips, advice, you didn't listen to. All the people that used to be friends with and used to go into their chat rooms, backstabbed all of them. And then when you hopped on over to the Negative Nation side, you backstabbed them too. I mean, you just have a history of it. Any group that you go into, at some point, something happens and you turn on the people that you form friendships with. That's just how you are. And you wonder why you don't really have friends. Maybe it's not the other people that are the problem. Maybe it's you. You're the common denominator.
Okay? We're talking about higgins. She pays people money and tells them she's enjoying their content when they're lying about my disability, when they're doxing me, when they're calling me, making fun of my looks. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. And now it's to the point where.
Yeah, you're so disgusted. How many live streams and how many videos did you make about Life of a Free Spirit, about Shane, me, DC Media Girl, Charlie, where you were being vicious and you were getting super chat after super chat for that. All the money you made off of all that viciousness. How disgusted were you then? You weren't. You know, you were purposely doing live stream after live stream and video after video, putting somebody's name in the title just to get views. You know, you're always all about using somebody else's notoriety to make money. Never have you tried to make content where it's about just you and something related to you. It's all about using somebody else's name on YouTube that might have a channel, that might have some subscribers. You piggyback off of their notoriety for your own profit. And that's a doggone shame. Because once upon a time you had a choice, and you still do. You can make content about yourself. You have an Apple iMac computer that you got long ago. You live in New York. There's content everywhere. You can make very interesting, wonderful, creative content, but you don't. You rather stick with the hateful drama, and that's exactly what it is. You know, the sad thing is, I remember a phone call that you and I had a long time ago, and you said that you got on YouTube because you like to make people laugh, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, to make people laugh. It's a wonderful gift. But not many people are laughing at you. Not many people are laughing with you. You've turned that gift of laughter into something vicious, absolutely vicious. Going after people, harassing people, dragging them, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know, I don't know why you decided to turn away from being truly funny to just being vicious, but you did. You could have gone a different way. If you did, you'd still have your channel on YouTube. You'd still be monetized. But because you decided you're on your own to take the direction that you did, it has led you to where you are. Nobody's to blame for where you are but you. Nobody. You made the choice to turn your humor into something vicious and attacking people, and you've reaped what you sowed. You reap what you sow. You didn't have to go that way. Didn't have to.
I'm being harassed by everybody in that community. And now she.
Another lie. That's another lie. Everybody in that community. Everybody? Every channel? I disagree with that. Because not every channel is doing content about you. And the ones that are doing content about you don't do it every day. So we're all focused on you. We're doing videos and live streams about you constantly. No, not at all. Everybody's been focused on Foodie Beauty for the longest, just trying to keep up with her shenanigans. So you're wrong about that. Not everybody's focused on you, and even the ones that are, there's an occasional video. You're not the sole focus of our channels, Hussy. You know, you're not a profitable locale. We do our content. Sometimes channels will do things about you, but not that many.
He is threatening me. That's correct, D-Bib. D-Bib, that's Crooked Halo, you guys. She told me when I was friends with Deep Higgins, she told me, between you and me, I don't like this person. I'm telling you now. Crooked Halo told me this. Okay? She didn't say block her, she didn't say whatever, but she's saying, as another woman, okay, I see this person, just be careful of her. I never liked her. I didn't like watching you anymore with her on. I couldn't do it. And she was right. Okay? Now you're gonna threaten me? She plays victim in chat rooms when there are 300 people in there, and she gives that's like the sign to tell them, go and report all of my stuff, leave me alone, this and that. What?
You know, it's really funny that you're using the word victim and you're saying that D. Higgins plays the victim in chat rooms. I've been in chat rooms when D. Higgins is there. Never once have I seen her act like a victim or talk like a victim. But here you are on this live stream broadcast, acting like a victim, talking like a victim. Oh, they're threatening me and I got to go to the authorities. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You could have stopped talking about D a long time ago. You could have turned your eyes and your head away and moved on like most people do when it's a case of two friends who just agree to disagree. They walk away from each other and that's that. But no, you are literally obsessed with D. You know, you stalk her every move on Twitter and on YouTube, and you got people spying for you to go into chat rooms to see if D is there and what she's saying, if it's about you or even not about you, trying to monitor every word that comes out of her mouth. It's ridiculous. What is this obsession with D. Higgins? Why can't you leave her alone? In regards to this truce that you had with D, it wasn't a real truce. It really wasn't. What that was and what it is you basically trying to silently intimidate her to not talk about you anywhere at any time. Basically, the whole vibe was, you better not talk about me or I'm going to keep going off about you. I'm going to use the fact that I have a YouTube channel and now a Twitch channel, and I'm going to use my broadcasts and my audience to act as my own personal private army and go after you. You were trying to use the fact that you have channels on different platforms to intimidate her to be quiet. And that's wrong. If somebody wants to talk about anything on YouTube or even about you, freedom of speech, Hussy, freedom of speech. You use the freedom of speech many times to air your personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions on many different reactors in the past. And you felt free to do so, but somebody else can't say what they feel someplace else. So the feeling is rules for me, but not for thee. You can't do that. Everybody's free to say what they want. Sorry you don't like it, but you know, that's just a fact of life. People can express themselves however they wish. Maybe what you don't like about D. Higgins being in the chat rooms is that when she goes in there, people respect her and they love her and they welcome her presence. And that's something that you don't have. You cannot go into chat rooms and get that same love and respect. And you know why you're not getting that love and respect? Do you know why you're not welcome? Because of the fact that you are an angry, vicious person and you've been that way for a while and you just won't stop. You just won't stop. So therefore, you are not welcome in different chat rooms. You don't have the love. You don't have the respect, except for the people that are gathered around you on your Twitch channel or on your YouTube channel. They're as hateful as you. And they back up that hate, but that's their choice. To be on your channels and back you up, hey, freedom to go where you want, say what you want. But maybe you're angry about that. The fact that you tried your best to shut D. Higgins up, to make her so intimidated that she wouldn't post anything on Twitter or YouTube. Try to drive her off YouTube. Your point of view was, if you're not coming to my channel and give me super chats, then doggone it, I'm going to make sure that you're not welcome anywhere else. I'm going to drive you off YouTube. I'm going to make you so scared to post anything anywhere that you'll just get off YouTube altogether. Your truce was you being a bully and trying to intimidate her and shut her up. And I'm glad that it didn't work. I'm glad that she didn't get so afraid that she stopped being on YouTube altogether. She's welcome into a lot of different chat rooms. A lot of people like talking to her. I'm glad that you did not scare her away.
What have I done to you? You're the one that's talking about me every single day. Every day. People are calling me the R word, the BL word, all of these things.
Hussy, are you okay? A serious question. Are you okay? Because it sounds like you're suffering from delusions of grandeur, saying that people talk about you every day. I don't see channels devoted entirely to making content about you every day. So is that what you're imagining in your mind, that there's videos everywhere all the time about you? Because I haven't seen that much, really.
Never does she say he's not any of that. She just chats them and say, I love this content, or just entertains all of that stuff.
So what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that if D. Higgins goes into a chat room, she's supposed to support you and back you up? Is that what you thinking is supposed to happen? That despite the fact that you have doxed this woman and you have harassed her and bullied her and dragged her for filth, that she's supposed to go into chat rooms and support you? Based on what? Why would she do that? Why would she have to do that?
And now, just because I said that she just recently called me and she loves my content, now she's threatening me. David, I can't say it right now, but I would let you know. But she threatened me. I spoke to my friend who's an attorney just now at 5:30. I called him up right before I came on. She said, what exactly did she say? And I said, I have a snapshot of it. And she said this. I'm not going to say whose stream it was in, but she said this. And I took a snapshot immediately and I read it to him. He said, absolutely. You take that to the court tomorrow. Not
She did not threaten you. And all this nonsense talk about going to an attorney and taking it to the authorities. Hussy, have you forgotten about all the things you've said and you've done to D. Higgins? Let me remind you of some of them right now. You actually showed messages on your phone with her name. You doxed her. So even if you were stupid enough to take it that far, she's got all kinds of stuff on you. So all this talk that you're doing right now is just that, it's talk. Dee did not threaten you. You're lying to your viewers. You're lying to them. She would never hurt you like that. Never. And you know that. But you're trying to spin this narrative of she threatened me, she did this, she did that. But yet, where's the proof? Why aren't you showing proof? You want to know why? Because there is none. You're just talking to talk. There's no actual proof. Show the receipts if you got them. But you're not going to show them because you really don't have them. You don't have them. You're trying to paint this picture of D. Higgins as being this awful, evil person. She threatened me. She pays for a rent in rooms. But where is the proof of all these things that you say she did or that she's doing? There's none.
the police, but you take it to the courthouse tomorrow. I'm sick and tired of this lady. She's reported my other Patreon. Now she wants to report this channel, my other channel. She's telling all these other people. Jan's views.
And there's no proof There's no proof that Dee reported his Patreon or any other platform. She never did. He's making all these claims, but where's the proof of that? Before anybody believes Hussy, believes the things that he's saying, where's the proof? Look for the proof. Look for it. Don't rely on his word. He lies. Trust me, he lies. Look for the actual proof.
She harasses me all the time. She calls me ugly. That's breaking terms of services on YouTube. She makes fun of my rosacea. She constantly calls me an alcoholic. All these things, none of it is true. She says I am an alcoholic because of my nose. This is not, she calls this some type of a whiskey, even though somebody in the comment section.
And how many things did you say about myself, Callie, D. Higgins, Charlie Gold, DC Media Girl? How many vicious, ugly things did you say about all of us when you had your channels before they were taken away? Can you even remember? Can you even count how many things you said? You were saying some awful, ugly, disgusting things. Yes, sir, you were. Yes, you did. You're taking offense to some of the things that somebody said about you, but the things you just named were nothing and are nothing in comparison to the things that you said about other people in the past. You went way beyond that, way beyond. I remember the things you said. Some of the things I can't even repeat on this live stream, they were very vulgar.
She says, no, that's not a whiskey nose. That is rosacea. I have rosacea, a little bit of rosacea, not around here, just here. And she makes fun of it. And what does Higgins do? She laughs at it. If somebody says, oh, this person is ugly, nobody would talk to him, she says, exactly. She would not have a leg to stand on if she said, saying legal screenshots of all the crap will prove that. I have it. I have it. I've done nothing but be nice to the person. Christmas time, I send her best wishes.
You weren't being nice. Calling me truce where you don't talk about me and I don't talk about you. That was you basically saying to her without saying it, you better shut up about me or I'm going to use my platforms to drag you. And I'm going to cause you even more stress than what I've already put you through. That's what that was. Let's just call things by their right names. You know that she's not someone with a channel on YouTube. She doesn't have an audience. She doesn't have viewers. And you were using that against her. You were trying to use someone who's just a simple viewer on YouTube, using the fact that you have channels to intimidate her. So you were never friendly to D. Higgins. It wasn't never about friendship. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the complete truth, Hussy. You were never a true friend to D. Higgins. Never. She was a friend to you, but you were never a friend to her. All you cared about was the money that she gave you. And the proof of that is in the fact that how you treated her when all she did was walk away from you. You were vicious. You were ugly. You went after her. She never went after you. She never created a channel and did videos about you. You used the fact that you had your channel to go after her. You used the fact that you had an audience to go after her publicly. You never valued her friendship. All you cared about was the fact that she was someone that gave you large super chats. And once she decided to walk away from you, you were going to punish her for that. For deciding to walk away from you, and maybe she was giving super chats somewhere else and it wasn't you. That's the bare truth.
And yeah, Sloan, my sister never liked her either. And she was verbally abusive to my sister.
Oh, your sister? We're going to start with this. I remember your sister. Are you talking about when you got your channel taken away and you were trying to find a workaround to be back on YouTube? So you created a channel where you pretended to be your sister in order to create content. Yeah, I remember that phase. Yep. There was nobody else on that channel but you. There was nobody else on that channel but you. You were faking being your sister to stay on YouTube.
Too, which made Charlene very, very upset. Okay, and there were lots of times Charlene said maybe I should say something. Maybe I should say something. I said, you know what? She'll come targeting after you too, and if she doesn't, she'll tell her people to do it. That's what she does. That's what she does. She pays people for the wrench.
Okay, stop right there. I've been in many different chat rooms, and I've been a mod for many different, people. Never have I encountered a single room on YouTube where I was told in order to have the wrench, I would have to pay for it. Never, not a single one. The wrenches were always given for free, and they were always given to people that were trusted by the host of that channel. And the whole purpose of having a wrench is that you're someone that the host trusts, that when they're doing a live stream, you help to keep out the riffraff so that everybody has a good time. But never have I ever encountered a room where anybody paid for a wrench. So if I've modded for many different rooms, never had to pay for a wrench, I seriously doubt someone would approach D. Higgins and say, you got to pay for one. So he's lying right there. He's lying.
And whatever she wants to say in the chat room, she can get away with it because she paid her way to the top. That's what she's doing. She did it to me. She gave me super chat. She was telling me, do not have the Crooked Halo. You left a comment when that person came into the live stream. She said, get rid of this person or else I'm leaving. She said it was a troll. And you said that person was not a troll. Okay? Right. She does that. Uh, that's why she gives them money. But she's talked about.
Wrong. Dee does not pay for wrenches in rooms or to have influence over anybody. When she goes into a chat room, she gives a super chat to anybody. That's her way of saying, I'm enjoying the content, I'm enjoying what's going on here, and I'm giving support. That's the way super chat should be given anyway by anybody. So this picture he's trying to paint of D. Higgins, oh, she buys her way into channels and she buys her wrench. This is all ridiculous. It's all lies. It doesn't happen. I've been in many different rooms. Never have I heard about somebody buying a wrench, or if they donate a certain amount, then the host is essentially listening to that person. Never. Never have I ever.
Good thing I kept all of the DMs that she has. If I have to use it in court or whatever it is, I will show it. She has talked about those, all of them, all of them. She entertains people that dox me on Twitter. I have snapshots of this person. Uh, I don't want to mention the name. She's entertaining that. This person.
I'm connected to Dee on Twitter. Dee's Twitter account is locked. It's locked. So how is he seeing anything?
Really is, to me, very, very scary. They know my address, and I'm very concerned. I really, really am. No, Jojo. No.
I would like to say something for a minute about the whole Miss Hussy character. And I know Hussy's going to watch this in this video, and that's fine. Hussy, a long time ago, you said that you took the inspiration for the Miss Hussy character from your housekeeper. And your housekeeper was somebody that you loved very, very much, and you respected her, and she was sassy and she was funny. That's where the inspiration for the Miss Hussy character came from. From me to you. If there was somebody in my life that I loved and respected, whether it was a friend, a relative, anybody. And I'm going to take their persona and turn it into a character for YouTube. I certainly wouldn't do it in a negative sense, because that would be very disrespectful to the person that I love and that I care about. I never met Miss Glory Glory, the real one, the one that you take your inspiration from. But if what you say is true and you loved and respected this woman, how can you take the memory of her and turn it into a hateful, vicious character? You are doing wrong to her memory. Absolutely wrong. If you had any kind of love and respect in your soul for this person, you would not do that. If you want to come on Twitter or YouTube and you want to be vicious and angry and you want to rage at people and you want to put down people, then show some courage and do it as yourself. Do it as you, not somebody else. Don't hide behind somebody else's persona to do it. Do it as you. Take off the wig, take off the glasses, and do it as yourself. Don't hide behind somebody else to say the things that you want to say. You are disrespecting the woman that you say you loved and you cared about and you grew up with. It's not right. She's no longer here. And if she were, I don't think she'd appreciate you using her as a way to hurt other people.
It's very upsetting. I don't know what I really don't know. After we apologized, what did I ever do to her? Right, David? Yes, quite possibly. They say I'm harassing. How am I harassing? DC Media Girl is calling David all these names. That's not harassing?
What's that got to do with D. Higgins? David is a different person. What's that got to do with D. Higgins? Why are you bringing somebody else into this?
How am I harassing? That video I made on YouTube is not harassing her at all. That's saying leave me alone. You know, people keep saying I'm angry. I'm angry. You guys know me. I'm not angry. I'm playing a character.
You are angry, though. You are angry. Are you so far gone in your anger that you can't even recognize that you can't even see that? You're always angry. Always angry. It's not just the character, Hussy. It's not just a character. My personal opinion, my feeling is, once upon a time, you created the character of Miss Hussy, and you started playing the character. And somewhere in all the madness, who you are and who the Hussy character is, the lines started to get blurred, and they both became one and the same. You're at the point now where you're always in character of Miss Hussy. I don't think you know who you are anymore. You've got so much invested in the Miss Hussy character, you don't know who you are. When you go out to the bars and all that, who are you when you go out to the bars? You're Miss Hussy. You could even stop being Miss Hussy to go out and be outside your house and be around other people. You're always in character. So if the Miss Hussy character is angry, and that's part of the character, that means you're angry all the time, aren't you? Yes. You're mad all the time. And what is your content? What is the Miss Hussy content? The Miss Hussy content is finding a target to rage at, to unleash on. The Miss Hussy character is not calm, it's not funny, it's not humorous. It's always angry and finding a target to rage at. And I know that by making this video talking about you, I know you're going to talk about me and drag me. I already know that. I already know that. I'm expecting it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I know that Scott Stevens is going to snitch all the way back to you, and you're going to drag me on stream and talk about me. That's fine. Do what you want to do. It's your platform. But am I speaking lies here about you, or am I speaking the truth? You're always mad. Always mad. You never stop being mad. And I know that you're still angry losing your YouTube channel where you were monetized. I know you're still mad about that. And the fact that you have made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision since then. And things just keep getting worse. But here's the truth that you need to face. You're the one that put that in play. It's your fault you lost your channel by making bad decision after bad decision. It's your fault you lost your channel, nobody else's. It's not because people reported you. It's because you chose to use your platform to hurt and harass other people. That's what caused you to lose your channel. Nobody forced you to make the content that you did or say the things that you said. You did it to yourself. You're pointing your finger at other people, but guess what? There's 3 fingers pointing back at you. And those 3 fingers count. You did it to yourself. You had a channel, everything was fine, and then you turned on everybody, and you showed a vicious, ugly side to yourself, and you lost your platform. And now you're on Twitch. Ran all the way to Twitch because you can make money there. You made all the money you could off of YouTube. Now you're on Twitch because the YouTube well has run dry, and now you're on Twitch trying to make money there. And if you do, good for you. I'm not pocket watching you. I don't care what you make over there. But you're still angry about the fact that you chose to go down the path that you went down, and all the decisions that were made by you, and that has led you to where you are. But even now on Twitch, you still won't stop talking about people that you're angry over. You're angry at everybody. You are an angry person. You need to realize that.
A loud character. They've never called me angry all these years.
Yes, we have.
All of a sudden now, everywhere she goes, she says, I'm angry, I'm angry. So people start pushing that narrative too. There's so, you guys, I have so many snapshots. So, and people just sending me things constantly that this person has never stopped talking about you.
And you've never stopped talking about her. Even when you're not talking about her, you're always stalking her Twitter. You're always looking for anything she says on Twitter. You're always in chat rooms looking to see if she pops up, or who she talks to, or what she says, or if it's about you. You're constantly stalking this woman. It's unnatural. Find something else to do with your time.
You know, I blocked her for a reason. I blocked her for a reason. You know, French fried girl blocked her. She don't want to have nothing to do with her. Yaba blocked her. She's blocked out of Yaba's chat too. She's not allowed in any one of those people's chats. Let me tell you something. This person is a problem.
What he's not mentioning is that he's also blocked from French Fried Girl's chat and Yaba's. They don't want him in there. See, that's another reason why I hate Higgins, is the fact that she's welcome into a lot of chat rooms that he's not welcome in. And whenever he tries to go in, people give him crap. Higgins gets the love and respect from people that he does not get. And why doesn't he get it? Because of what he's done and what he said. Again, his choice, his decision. He created that energy, and now he has to live with it.
Big problem. I didn't know her at all. I believed everything she was telling me. Okay? No, she's not a victim at all. She calls Traj the P word. She says whatever she wants in these people's channels because she pays them and she gains their respect. And she knows anytime she says boo-hoo and the creator says, oh, could we get the chat filled with hearts for this person? Could we get the chat filled with hearts for this? They kiss her butt. Okay? The same people that you...
What do you care what happens in somebody's chat room? If the host says, let's put hearts in the chat for D. Higgins, what do you care? What's it your business? What goes on in the chat room has nothing to do with you. You're over here getting all upset over the love that people give D. Higgins. You want to know why? Because you want that kind of love and you will never get it. All because of what you said and what you did. You can't walk it back. You can't erase history. You created this, Hussy. You created that energy. And now you have to live with it. And that's what's made you angry. The fact that you created all this, you can't unmake it, you can't erase it away, and you got to deal with the consequences.
He was calling all these nasty things to in the DMs. Exactly, sis. All the people that she was talking bad about in the DMs, guess what? She sent them a super chat, $100. They forgave her. All of them. They forgave her.
Again, not true. Not true. That never happened. That never happened. D. Higgins has never done something wrong to the point where she had to pay $100 to be forgiven. That's ridiculous. He's making up lies again, as usual. You know what's ironic? Hussy? You know what's ironic? You used to go after Foodie Beauty, and Foodie Beauty is known as a liar. You learned a lot from her, didn't you? How to lie to people, how to persuade people, say stuff without proof. You learned a lot from Foodie, looks like.
That's what they do. She is mad that she couldn't buy my friendship. And in the very beginning,
She didn't try to buy your friendship. Friendship, real friendship, is for free. It is a gift, freely given by those that they care about you, they like you, and they want to be around you. Anybody that has ever had a good friend knows that. She never bought your friendship. She gave of her friendship to you, and you abused it. You abused it. You never wanted her friendship. Let's tell the truth. You never wanted her friendship. You wanted her money. You liked her money. You liked all those big super chats she was giving you. And when she walked away from you, you knew that was over. So what did you do? You wanted to punish her for not giving you the super chats anymore, not giving you money anymore, and you wanted to make her life a living hell on YouTube by making live stream after live stream and video after video about her. That's what you did. You wanted to punish somebody who was just a viewer by saying awful things about her. And you did. You said awful, awful things about D. Higgins. And she did not deserve a single one of them. And even now, here you are continuing to lie on this woman. Unnecessary.
she told me, I hope you don't think I buy my friends. I didn't know her. I said, no, of course not. But she's been called a groupie. People knew what they were saying. People knew what they're saying. Whatever people were saying about her, they are correct. Absolutely 100% correct.
I remember back in the day when he used to defend D. Higgins, when she was still good with him. Hussy has no real loyalty. He has no real loyalty. His loyalty is for sale to the highest bidder. It's for sale to the highest bidder. It's easily obtainable. Yes, it is. He's flip-flopped so much on so many different groups on YouTube, it's ridiculous. And Hussy, the only place that flip-flops are appropriate is the beach. Okay? But you were on the Hater Nation side, the reaction side with Foodie Beauty. You flip-flopped on them. You betrayed them. Then you went over to the negative nation side. You flip-flopped on them. Y'all notice, like, every place he goes, there's always, you know, him being good for a while, and then he just flip-flops on whatever group he's on. You know, everything's good for a while, and then everything just goes to crap soon after that. He's got an ongoing history with doing that to people. So it's safe to say that with Hussy, friendships are transactional. They're all transactional. You know, give to me, and then when you stop giving to me, I'm going to punish you. But as long as you give to me, we're good. As long as you benefit me some way, we're good. But the moment you don't benefit me anymore, I'm going to trash you.
I've never lied about her. I read some of her DMs, but they were all what she said. It wasn't a lie. Exactly, Wildflower. She's DC's puppet. And DC says that I was harassed. I'm not harassing anybody. I just made a video. Leave me alone. I'm not contacting her and telling her anything. I'm making a video. Leave me alone. I didn't curse her out like DC curses David out or Windflower. I didn't do any of that. I showed the DM saying that I love your video, and they're calling it dox. That's not. I never doxed anybody. That's not doxing at all.
Oh, you're lying right here. You lie. You doxed D. Higgins. You were showing messages on your phone. Do you forget that? Or maybe you think just because your channel's gone that had that content that's gone. Trust me, it's not gone. Somebody saved it somewhere. You've doxed her. Yes, she did.
Oh. David, right? You remember that, right? When I had Negs on, she started the whole damn war.
No, she didn't. You did. There was no war going on. She told you on the phone repeatedly, if you do this, I can't stand with you. Her saying that was not starting a war. That was just her letting you know she couldn't stand with you. One friend saying that to another friend saying, if you do this, I can't stand with you. That is not them starting a war. You started the war. Not just with her, with everybody. Don't get it twisted. Don't try to twist it around. You started the war with her. You started dragging her and everybody else.
On Twitter. She was the one that went there and started, and she messaged Shane and said, I was horrified. And that's what started all this crap.
So she's expressing an opinion to a content creator. I was horrified. How is that starting a war? She's not saying go after this person or make videos about this person or inciting any kind of harassment or bullying. She was just expressing her opinion. So how is that inciting a war?
That's what did it. But when DC had her made up with Negs and talked about it, she sent a super chat. It was a Monday, and she said, "Great way to start the week."
So there, he just admitted he stalks her. He's in the chat room, like watching her. If she shows up in a room, he's watching her. He just admitted it.
See, she manipulates the audience. That's a dirty, dirty way to do it. Very dirty. I have never met anybody in my life that buys friends. She is the first one.
She never does.
First one. And
I consider her a good friend, and I never had to buy her friendship. She gave me her friendship, and I value her friendship. She's a wonderful person. She is a true lady. I value her friendship, and I never had to pay a cent for it. But I'll tell you what, to me, it's priceless in value. I wouldn't give it up for anything. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. And just because he couldn't see that and he didn't value that, that's his loss.
I'll tell you something. It is pathetic and scary. Scary. Yep. Yes, sis. I'm not intimidated by her anymore. I'm not in.
She's not intimidated by you either. She's sick of your crap. Sick of it. Sick of you trying to intimidate her to not go in chat rooms and talk to people or express her opinion. You've been trying to intimidate her for over a year. It's ridiculous. Leave her alone.
Intimidated by her. She can go and tell people. She's telling people to, do things. She says she really does want my platforms to go down. She really does. She said it. Okay? She hopes. She hopes.
But she's not on a campaign to get you off of YouTube or Twitch, Hussy. If your platforms go down, it's because, again, of things that you're saying and that you're doing. Not because of anything that anybody else is saying or doing. It's all because of you. You're the person with the platforms. You pick the content that you put on your platforms. You decide what you say and what you do. And based on that, you either have content that keeps you safe from deletion or opens you up for deletion. If you're doing nothing wrong on any platform, you got nothing to worry about. But if you're using a public platform and the audience that you have on that public platform to harass or bully or intimidate people, that's when you're going to run into a problem. That's when there might be consequences to your actions. You put that in play. Nobody else. Nobody. You do that. You can't blame anybody else for anything bad that happens to you when you're at the center of it all and you decide what happens. You, not D. Higgins, not me, not Shane, not Callie, not DC Media Girl, not Charlie Gold. You want to have a platform, you want to make money, you want to have an audience, you want to entertain people. Great. Move away from the anger, move away from the harassment, move away from insisting on talking horribly about people. By the way, if you're always negative and all your content is constantly going after the same people over and over and over again, you're not going to have that big of an audience. You're not going to have that big of an audience. You're not going to be able to grow that way. You're not going to be able to expand and have a highly successful platform or channel. Hate is only attractive to certain kinds of people, especially if you're talking about the same people over and over. After a while, it gets boring. It's repetitive. It's dull. Time to expand. Time to move it along. Find something else to talk about. You got an Apple iMac computer. You could do all kinds of great edited videos, all kinds of content, but you're still stuck on the same content, talking about the same people in the same way, still projecting out this angry character to everybody. Anger is exhausting and it's stressful, and it's not as funny as you think. Just think about that.
Let me tell you, lady, I am not intimidated by you at all. Okay? I have Charlene on my side, and I have all my supporters on my side. I'm not intimidated by you. Okay? Charlene has brought this up.
you're sitting there crying, your alligator tears, but what you should be crying for is all the people that you've hurt. The fact that you're using the persona of somebody that you claim to have loved and cared for to be hateful. You should be ashamed of yourself for doing that. As I said, I think the original Miss Glory would be horrified. She'd be horrified to know what you were doing. She would definitely not approve. If she was a decent woman at all, she'd be horrified. The fact that you're using her persona, her memory, to be hateful to people. You should be crying over that. You should be crying over the people that once upon a time on YouTube, they were your friends. They talked to you. They gave you advice. They tried to help you. And you hurt every single one of them. You were vicious to every single one of them. She cried all day, all night over that. Once upon a time, you had a channel. You went into chat rooms. You were friendly with everybody. And then you just went sideways. And you kept going sideways and you haven't stopped. And you are where you are because you made that decision. Nobody else but you. And you just keep on that path. You're just stubborn. You won't get off that path. Even though that path is destructive. It's destructive. It's hurtful. It's mean. It's nasty. It's ugly. You won't get off that path. You are determined. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. Nobody's going to intimidate me. You're so foolish. You're a foolish person. What you're experiencing is a Pyrrhic victory. Do you know what that is? A Pyrrhic victory is when you gain a win at too great a cost. You gain a little, but you lose a lot. So you taking this path, dragging everybody, a Pyrrhic victory for you. You have a Twitch channel, you got a YouTube channel, but look at all that you've lost along the way. Look at all that you had to sacrifice along the way to get there. Look at all the pain you caused. Is anything human in you, anything with a heart, you'd realize what you've done was wrong. Absolutely wrong. And you keep doing wrong because you just won't leave Dee Higgins alone. And you should. She's done nothing wrong. She's a good person. And you just keep going after her viciously. Viciously. Oh, and the truce, trying to silently intimidate her to get off YouTube or stop talking in different chat rooms, that's not a friendly gesture. That's you trying to use the fact that you've got platforms to make her be quiet. And you don't have that kind of power. You never will.
Charlene told me months ago. She told me months ago, when she realizes how much people always come after me and I've always gotten picked on, all these things.
I don't feel bad for you. I don't. I don't feel bad for you because I remember all those videos you did where you were going after other people and you were doing it viciously. So all these people in your chat right now supporting you saying they're picking on Hussy, it's so wrong. Where were those people when you were doing all those videos and going after other people? That's okay. That's okay. Don't pick on Hussy, but yet he's okay to pick on and drag other people.
She said, if you ever want to take any of them to court, I will cover it. And I always said, you know what? I don't want to do any of that stuff. I always told her I don't want to do none of that. I don't think there's a need. I mean, whatever I say is just harmless things. It's just funny things. It's just to make people laugh. And I,
Really? Harmless things to make people laugh. Do you lack self-awareness? You must. I do things to make people laugh. Hussy, I remember all the things you said about me. They were not funny. They were not humorous. They were vicious. I remember all the things you said about me. I'm not making this about me for, well, you know what? I am going to make this about me for a minute. I remember all the things you said about me. About my dumpster diving, the fact that I was a cam girl. That was meant strictly in humor. Strictly in humor. The things you said about me were degrading, horrible, nasty, vicious, deplorable. And I can also say the same for the things you said about Callie and Shane. Real humor is when you say things in a lighthearted way. You don't mean it. What you did was hateful. You weren't trying to be funny. You were trying to be mean and nasty using somebody else's image. You don't even have the strength. You don't even have the courage to say those hateful things as yourself, to take the wig and the glasses off and say them as yourself, because that's where it's coming from. Not from the character, from you. All those things are coming from deep inside you. That hate is coming from inside you. But you won't come forward and do things as you. Come on camera as yourself. You use somebody else's image to hide behind. Somebody else's persona. Somebody that you claim to have loved, which again, I find is horrible. You are defacing somebody else's memory. I come on camera to be funny. Funny to who? You got a problem with people talking about you. But no matter what you've heard in any chat room or any chat, the things that I have seen don't even come close to the way that you have talked about other people in the past. All those live streams, all those videos where you were very happy to be as mean and nasty and hateful as you wanted to be, and you did it for the sake of getting subscribers and getting those super chats. All that stuff just prompted you to be more hateful, to find a reactor's name to put in a title so that you could piggyback off their notoriety. Because so again, you don't do things that are just about you. You're going to take somebody else's name, put it in a video title so that everybody clicks on it. But you said awful things about me. And I used to be your friend, and I used to care about you. And do you want to know why? After I stopped talking to you, that I just remained silent on YouTube? Real talk. Because when I talked to you, you made me laugh so much, more than I have in my entire life. And laughing like that meant something to me. That gift of laughter meant something to me. That out of respect for that, I stayed quiet. Didn't say anything. And then you started coming after me. And I put up with it for a little while. And then I put a community post out there saying that I was no longer speaking to you. And that community post really wasn't that bad. And then you really started to go full force on me. But that's why I stayed quiet. Out of respect for that friendship out of respect for the fact that you made me laugh. Because I've had that kind of life where I haven't laughed very much. I've not experienced much happiness. You gave that gift to me. I respected it. And so I stayed quiet. I did it the right way. Friendship was over. We could just walk away from each other. And that's that. But you didn't do that. You came after me. And you made video after video talking about my dumpster diving, talking about the fact that I was a cam girl, trying to shame me with that. I'm not ashamed of that. And I know you're going to bring that up in the next live stream or talk about my dumpster diving. I don't care. I am who I am. I come on my channel. I don't present myself in any way inappropriate. I don't come on camera talking inappropriately. I don't come on camera dressed sleazy or advertising what I do off of YouTube. You can't make me ashamed for being who I am and what I do. You're not living this life. I am. Do you understand me? But understand this. The things that you were saying about me and about other people were not funny. You may have found them funny, and maybe that's because you're a vicious, hateful, angry person. So of course, that would be your humor. But it doesn't mean it was funny to other people, especially to the ones that you hurt. I'm sure they feel differently.
I don't hit below the belt. You know, and I don't know, I guess she knew. If I use a picture of her in my thumbnail, I'm a bad person. Why did you use that? That's a picture that I took. That's your picture. I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That picture you're talking about. Let's talk about that picture. That picture that you used for that thumbnail was one that she sent you privately. You had no right to use that for a thumbnail. You were using pictures that she sent you privately. It was meant just for you. How is that correct? It's not. It's not. She trusted you enough to send you those pictures, and you turn around and use them for ugly, vicious thumbnails. You horrible person.
She gets mad because she uses Photoshop pictures from 30 years ago, and she made me feel bad that I put her picture. I mean, she wants to control everything, always make me look like the bad person.
You don't need any help that way. You don't need any help that way, Hussy. You don't need help with making yourself look bad. You do a fine job of that all by yourself. Trust me. You got that covered.
She never once in all these months said one positive thing in the chat to debunk anything. Anything. Not one thing that I'm not an R, that I'm really a nice person, that he was the only one I'm talking to on the phone for the year or whatever that we've been friends. He's gone to Chinatown for me so many times. He's mailed me things every time I needed something from Chinatown. Nothing. She just instigates the hate. She doesn't have to do it. She thinks she hasn't done anything.
How has she instigated the hate? Does she have a YouTube channel? Has she made videos about you? No, no. Other people make videos about you on occasion. She goes into chat and she gives her thoughts. How is that instigating hate against you? If she wanted to instigate hate against you, Hussy, she would have made a YouTube channel, made video after video about you, and dragged you for filth. But she hasn't done that, has she? No. Although she had every right to, considering the way you talked about her, you've dragged her every which way. She had every right to do that, and she never did. She never did. But you took it upon yourself to make video after video, live stream after live stream about D. Higgins. You just wouldn't stop. It's a year later, and you still haven't stopped. Still haven't stopped. You are obsessed with her. You're obsessed with following her around. You're stalking her on Twitter. You're stalking her on YouTube, monitoring her every move. It's ridiculous. Get off it. Leave her alone. She is a viewer. She's not even a content creator. Why can't you leave her alone? Let her be. Go to other places on YouTube. Stay on your Twitch channel. Turn your face away. If she says something about you, ignore it. Is that hard? Good Lord.
And then she says, leave me alone, don't harass me. You're the one doing it to me. You're just paying other people to do it. You are paying other people to do your dirty work.
All these claims that she paid this and she did that, I want to see proof. Bring it to the table. Where is the proof? Where's the proof? You've done that many times in the past. Oh, she said this and this happened, but you never provide the proof. You never back up what you say. You just say it and you expect everybody to believe that what you say is truthful. And the truth is that you lie. You lie. You lie all over the place. Where is the proof, sir? Bring it to the table. Let us look at it. You don't have proof, or else you would present it. You're just talking, making up stuff as you go.
She thinks I don't understand that. Your hands are not clean. Okay? You made that threat. I got that threat. You know, all she has to do is say one word. The whole chat knows what she's thinking, and they're going to do exactly what she wants. Okay?
Anybody here thinks that D. Higgins is just some mafioso, some mob boss that can control all the channels and control everybody in the channels and control the host of channels? Because I don't. I don't think D. Higgins has that kind of power. I really don't think so. I've not seen anything that would suggest that in the chats. He's painting this picture like she's some big mob boss. That she goes in and everybody just listens to what she has to say. She's just a viewer on a chat, giving her opinion like anybody else. You know, he's just painting this dark picture of D, and I'm not having it.
I don't know, she thinks she's smarter than other people. She's not smarter than anybody, okay, to be honest with you. She's not. I got her number long time ago. Home life. She doesn't have a home life. Exactly. I have never done any of that, Doc. No, 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 no. I had. That's why. No, I haven't. I've never given out anybody's information, phone number, nothing like that. I don't do that.
You're a big old liar.
Okay.
Big liar.
They all know that. None of them could say that. Oh, I've been getting calls, whatever. Now all of a sudden, no, none of them. She has all my information, all of it. Oh, you're joking? Okay.
You know what this is reminding me of? I'm just getting this thought in my head. It's reminding me of how Foodie Beauty will come on camera and just go off and just say whatever. I'm getting such Foodie Beauty vibes right now of her rages. So reminiscent of her.
Only her feelings matter. You know, every content creator that she supports, every person in the chat, all agree with her feelings everywhere she goes.
Again, that's another indicator that he's jealous of the love and respect that people give D. Higgins when she goes into a chat room. He wants that so badly, and he'll never have it just because of the way that he behaved and the things that he said. He used to get the love coming in the chats. He don't get it no more. But that's his fault. He made the decision to do what he did, say what he said, and here we are. So maybe the life lesson is whatever you do, just think about it thoroughly because there are consequences for what you do.
Okay? That Parkinson's, whose husband I think was just got out of jail, she admitted that he was uh, F, okay, and he was locked up. She supports her. That reaction channel, Foodie Beauty reaction channel, he has a whatever. I think there was information that he had harassed women. She supports him. Okay. I'm not letting them bother me. I ain't going nowhere. That channel is going to have to change his name. Right, David? Yeah, Bob.
Worry about what goes on with your own channel, not somebody else's. Why are you getting in everybody else's business? Oh, he's going to have to do this and she's going to have to do that. Worry about your own platform.
She lied about that. Yeah, she lied. She never came. Hussy, don't let her get to you. She's another. I know, boo boo. It's okay to let it out, but don't let it take your. Yeah, Windflower, you're right. If I'm such a bad person, why the hell did you just call me? Like, really? You just freaking called me.
No, she didn't.
She texted me during my Twitch a month ago.
Sure
And she said, this is really funny. It reminds me of the good old days. Yeah, quite possibly. She's been called that several times. Hussy, you mean a lot to us. Really do. I defend you everywhere. I know, JoJo. I know, Boo Boo. I know you do. And if you guys defend me in DC's chat, she comes cursing at you guys like David, Windflower, JoJo. Somebody else said something and they got blocked immediately. You know, they can call me ugly all they want. That's okay. They can break terms of services, call me ugly. You know what?
What? Saying somebody's ugly is breaking terms of service? That's a new one for me. Well, then that means all that time that you were saying far worse about me and everybody else, you were certainly breaking terms of service because you went way beyond saying ugly. You were being very nasty in your language talking about me and everybody else. You were saying all kinds of things, using the B word, and just the way you describe things was vulgar and obscene. So you were breaking TOS, weren't you?
I love myself regardless of my wrinkles or whatever it is. She doesn't like it if people call her old, right? She doesn't like that. That's disrespectful. But she can laugh and say that I'm ugly or agree with somebody. Excuse me. It didn't come out of her mouth ugly. When someone said I was, she said exactly.
So basically, he's telling on himself right here. He's telling on himself that either he was in the chat lurking, watching the chat, or somebody else was basically watching the chat for him. He's telling on himself. He's admitting that he's basically lurking in the chat, watching everything that Dee says or that she does. He's telling on himself. He's telling on himself. You leave her alone? You're saying right here that you don't leave her alone, that you're lurking in the chat watching. Like a hall monitor. You're watching her.
You guys, I don't know what they're going to do to my YouTube channel. I really, really don't. And I could care less. Okay? If you can support me here, just follow me.
You don't care about your YouTube channel because you can't get it monetized again. Once you lost your monetization status, once that happens to a channel, once you get your channel gets taken away, even if you make a channel, which by the way is ban evasion, if you make another channel, you cannot get it monetized again. That's just YouTube's terms of policy. So you were on your YouTube channel, you had one, it was monetized at over 3,000 subscribers, you were doing well, and then you decided to go sideways and everything started going downhill fast. You got a strike and you were out for a week. And I can't say this for certain, y'all, but I do know one thing. While he was in his timeout period, he made another channel. And within a matter of a day, that channel was taken away. It was gone like that. And shortly after that, he was demonetized. So he got demonetized. And then he started to tell everybody, I need money for bills and rent. And he did the GoFundMes. And interestingly enough, he said he needed that for bills and rent. But then he started showing videos of himself buying wigs, going out to the clubs, partying, and bars in New York are not cheap. The drinks are very expensive there, but he said he needed the money for important, necessary things. That's what GoFundMe is for. And the money was being used for other things that were not necessities. So from YouTube, because of YouTube, you were able to get the money from YouTube while you were monetized, get the super chats and all that. And then you, after you got demonetized, you had the GoFundMes, which gave you extra money. And you also got a computer way before that. You got a beautiful Apple iMac computer. You got the computer on the premise that once you got it, the deal was you would make edited videos. You told people, I'm doing stuff on my phone, but if I get this computer, I can do better content for you guys. I can do edited videos and put out amazing content. Your fans loved you so much that within a matter of a few days, you got all the money for your GoFundMe and you got the computer. And then you did not follow through with your end of the deal. You did not fulfill your promise to your fans. You did not do edited killer content for them. So in essence, you ripped off your own fans. You lied to them. You got something to make great content. You did not follow through and make the great content. You lied to your fans. You got something. They did not get what they were promised. That's dishonest. Dishonest. But you got all that you could get off of YouTube, money-wise. And then once that well ran dry, you ran over to Twitch because you could make money there. And this is not me pocket watching you. You want to be on Twitch, you want to make money, good for you. But just understand that by doing the same content that you did on YouTube could put your Twitch channel in danger. So if you want to preserve that area of making money, maybe rethink your content. Maybe you just rethink it a little bit. Maybe back off from being angry and raging at just certain people and putting certain people's names in the titles just to get views. I'm almost certain you're going to talk about me on your Twitch stream somewhere or on YouTube. I'm expecting it. I know it's going to happen. You're waiting for some kind of drama to pop off so you can capitalize on that. I don't care. Talk about me. Talk about my dumpster diving. Talk about my camming. I could care less. I could care less. I'm doing this video because I'm tired of you going after D. Higgins. I'm tired of you going after her. She did nothing wrong to you. She was a good friend to you. You did not value the friendship. You're mad because she was giving you super chats. And the moment she stepped away from you, that ended. So you wanted to punish her by trying to intimidate her from talking on Twitter and talking on YouTube. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, and what you've done and continue to do is wrong.
You don't even have to pay to become a member. Just follow my channel here. You can support me on Patreon. The link is there. I have two tiers, $4 and $5. My content is all here and on Patreon. YouTube, you know, people say, "Oh, we can care less." We're not. I don't trust none of them, and I don't even expect. Hi, Fedora. I don't even know if whatever. But you can support me here. Hey, Traj. Hey, Boo. Or you can support me on my Patreon. All of my stuff is there and here. Hello, Silvana. But if they think they are going to keep my mouth shut, then they don't know me. If anyone thinks that they're going to silence me and they're going to keep me from making people laugh and helping people, saving their lives, helping them through depression, helping them through so many different things, helping them through the pandemic and all these things that people have said I have done for them. Okay, if they think they're going to silence me, they got something coming.
So you want to give the gift of laughter to other people, and that helps people. Laughter does help people. So there's no other way to be funny other than to drag other people, be hateful to other people. There's no other way to be funny. There's no other way to use your gift of laughter. The way to make other people laugh is to drag other people, to be hateful to other people. That's how you do it. No other way to do it. You claim to be a comedian. Comedians can make anything funny, correct? So why are you stuck on just being hateful to other people? Why are you just like picking certain people as your targets? Using hate to be funny. I don't understand that. If you took your humor a different way, maybe you might be able to make more people laugh in a different way. You get much bigger audience. But you're focusing your humor on hating other people, dragging other people. Laughter is supposed to be a positive thing. Humor is supposed to be a positive thing. Why are you taking it into an arena that's just hateful and nasty? There's no other way to do it, none at all. I think there is. I just don't think you want to explore that. You want to pick a target, you want to have a target, fixate on them, drag them for filth, and that's funny. Well, like I said, the people that find it funny is a small audience. If you moved away from those targets and branched out, you get a much bigger audience by just focusing your arrow on like 4 or 5 different people. You're missing an opportunity to use your humor in the right way, in the correct way. It's so sad. It is so incredibly sad. to think about. The fact that you had a channel a long time ago that was monetized. You could have kept it. You could have branched out with your content, branched out the Miss Hussy character in a positive way, done many different things with it. I remember nights on the phone giving you ideas about what to do with the Hussy character, how to branch out your content. You didn't listen. I encouraged you to watch tutorials on YouTube, to learn how to use your computer, how to set up different things. You didn't listen. Tried to help you. But you got stuck on that hateful humor. Hateful. And you're still stuck there. You're stuck in that area that you boxed yourself into. And you refuse to get out. And you're standing there in defiance. No one's going to shut me up. No one's going to tell me to be silent. You don't have to be silent. You can talk if you want to. It's just silly to talk about the same people over and over in a hateful way. Where's the growth in that? Where's the growth? How is that going to help you expand? How is that going to help make you a successful channel on Twitch? If you're just talking about people on Twitch that nobody on Twitch gives an F about. You ever think about that? You're on Twitch. That's a gaming community, Hussy. Gaming, hello, gaming. Nobody on Twitch cares about what's going on YouTube. I'm not even on Twitch, and I know that. You're on a gaming platform talking about things that have nothing to do with gaming, and you're expecting to make an audience that way there. Do your homework. People on Twitch don't care about anyone on YouTube unless they themselves are, like, say, a well-known gamer. You're on a gaming platform talking about personalities on YouTube. It's just, that's why you're not growing that fast. Abandon the hate. Stop talking about Higgins. Stop talking about people on YouTube. Talk about other things, and you might have something.
You go watch trash television. You go watch people that are using the P words and the R words. What I do over here is very different. And if you guys think anyone is going to report me, silence me, I am not going nowhere. Nowhere. I have said that from the very beginning, and I am still here. I am not going nowhere. And that is for all you jealous haters out there. You've been here.
Yeah, we're jealous. We're jealous of you, Hussy. Keep thinking that. We're jealous. We're jealous of you. Yeah, you're right. You got me. You got me. I'm green with jealousy over here. Yeah, all right. It's all about jealousy. Mm-hmm.
Hearing it for 2 years, and you are still watching me. Okay? Just remember that. I have every single message, email that I have gotten from the very beginning. As we move forward with new content, yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely.
Okay, this is a great comment. This person's telling him to move forward with new content. The viewers have spoken. How many people have come to Hussy over the last year saying, we don't like all this negativity, move on, give us some new content? He's ignoring the audience. The audience has spoken. Give us some new content, something fresh, something innovative, something positive. Hussy, negativity is stressful. It's stressful for you. It's stressful for anyone around you. It's exhausting. It's tiring. Do you not get that? Too much negativity, it affects you. And if you project that negativity out to other people, they get tired too. And do you know what happens when you put too much negativity on a public platform? When it becomes too much, people unsubscribe, they turn away, they go find somewhere else that has much better energy and a much better vibe. All this anger you got inside and you project outside of yourself, all this stress that you're causing, it's working against you. It's working against you. You want to be a big deal on Twitch, right? You want to have a big channel, lots of people, yet your content is, the subject matter is, it's very, very small. And you're focusing on people on YouTube that nobody on Twitch cares about. How are you going to grow? How? How? When people come to your channel and it's negative all the time, or you're talking about somebody that they're not familiar with and they don't want to get to know, they're going to lose interest. They're going to go elsewhere. If there's nothing interesting, nothing creative, nothing innovative, they move along to other places. They move along. You have your audience over there. It's not going to grow by leaps and bounds as long as you keep on the hate train. But if you get off it and you bring other stuff in, something good might happen. But you box yourself in with your own content and with the hate that you just won't let go of. You just got this point of view of, I'm going to hang on to it and nobody can separate me from my hate. I'm going to keep on with it. I'm going to hold on to it. Hold on to it. But you hold on to it at a cost.
You're right. I have every single email from all the people. And I even lost one subscriber.
Your fault. You did that.
I even lost one subscriber, and the sister sent me an email telling me how much I helped the sister. How she would watch me every single day and it would put a smile on her face and all this stuff. And
To the person that passed away, my condolences. To the passing, I wish you healing and light for that. But as far as Hussy losing subscribers, again, it's his doing. Aside from the person passing away, if he's losing subscribers, it's his doing. If he's not growing as a content creator, again, that's his doing. If you have a channel or a platform where you're not growing the way you want to grow, you got to go back to the table and look at what you're doing and how you're doing it and come up with a different game plan. Branch out, try different things, take a different point of view, explore, create. He's not doing that. He's sticking with the same persona, being hateful, and that can only take you so far. And taking it on Twitch, it's not going to lead to a big channel. It just isn't.
you know, I was screaming, I was shouting, but people know that it's not anger. Okay, so why don't these people, why are they pretending it's something that it's not?
All that time you were saying all that stuff, you weren't kidding, you weren't joking, you weren't doing it in a lighthearted way. Your words were not lighthearted, Hussy. They were not. They were vicious, mean, and evil. Evil. Do you hear me? Evil. If you're feeling hurt and upset over the few things that people have said about you, turn the tables. Just think about all the things you said about myself, D. Higgins, Callie, Shane, DC Media Girl, Charlie. Think about all the hateful, mean, nasty, vulgar things you said. And amplify that to what we are feeling right now, up to 1,000. And you might understand the pain that you give other people.
You know what? I think it's jealousy because they don't have what I have.
What do you got?
And they have to make content by using other people's videos and calling them names and stuff like that.
Oh, please, cut it out. Jealousy? Jealousy where? Jealousy how? We've got monetized channels over here. You're on Twitch. You used to have a monetized channel. You don't anymore. So what are we jealous of? We're fine over here. You ran all the way to Twitch to make money. And as far as using other people's content, sir, I would tell you to have a seat, but you're already sitting down. You used to talk about Foodie Beauty, did you not? Oh, yes, you did. You talked about her. That was you talking about her. And then after you stopped talking about Foodie, you were using other people's content to drag them. That was you too. So you can't look at us and say that without looking back at yourself. We reactors, we react to content. We give our feelings and opinions, which we are free to do. Transformative fair use, as long as we don't go too far. But you used to react to Foodie Beauty. And then after her, you reacted to other people, reacting to their content. So don't talk to me about, oh, they react to other people's content and make money. Sir, you are right there with your hands inside the YouTube well, dipping out as much money and profit as you could possibly get in both hands.
And then when I give you guys laughter, just based on who I am, they make it sound like, it's all negative stuff and all this angry. No, it's not. You guys are just jealous that you can't provide entertainment and make people laugh like I do. That's all it is.
I wouldn't want to entertain people like you do. You're mean and you're vicious. You are an awful person. With the way that you've taken your channel and your content, I wouldn't want to entertain people that way. Making content where you're entertaining people by putting down others, how dare you? How dare you? Especially people that once upon a time, they helped you. They helped you, Hussy. They welcomed you with open arms into a community. They made you part of the community. You were free to go in their chat rooms and talk to them and advertise your channel. Remember? I remember. And then when your channel got taken from you, they helped you get all your subscribers back. I know I did. I know other people did too. We helped you. We did. And not one but two people, when you got your Apple iMac, were trying to help you to learn how to use it. I was one of them. I'm not going to say who the other one is, but I was one of them. 2 hours on the phone trying to help you set up OBS. Remember that? Yeah, I do. That plus other things that we talked about on the phone, just trying to help you, like give you advice and stuff. But I'm an awful person, right? And D. Higgins is an awful person. Strange how all these awful people you were once friends with and they helped you and you had no problem at all with them when you were good with them. But the moment that you weren't, suddenly they're awful people. You can't have it both ways. If somebody's awful, they're awful. They don't just become awful after the friendship is over. If you say that they're awful after the friendship is over, it's not because they're truly awful. It's just because you're angry and you want revenge.
Ever since I stopped reacting to Foodie Beauty, this is what's happened. Do you guys realize that? This all happened when I stopped reacting to her.
Okay, I want to clear something up. In the past, Hussy has said that he has claimed that the reactors, we all forced him to do content. There's no possible way that's true, because all the reactors, all of us creators, we all live in different areas. How can one person force another person to do anything? We can't. He was doing foodie beauty content, and then he decided to stop. That was his decision. And you're free to do that. You're free to react to whatever you want or not. I stopped for a while, but I'll tell you what, when I did stop reacting to Foodie for a little bit because I was burnt out on her content and it was affecting me, and I started doing ambiance videos, I didn't go full ham on the people that I was talking to. I just decided to do different content. Hussy did that. He stopped doing foodie beauty stuff. He said that he just didn't feel good doing it. That's his decision. But he stopped doing foodie beauty content. And his kind of humor, because his character, Miss Hussy, is angry, his kind of humor, it needs a target. He needs someone to direct his anger at and go off on. So he's got to pick a target. So Foodie Beauty is not the target. He's got to pick somebody else, right? So he picked all the reactors. Let's go off on them. Let's say all these awful things about him. We became the new targets after Foodie. We did. And he was very happy to make all those live streams about all of us. All of them. Very happy to monetize those streams. Very happy to get the super chats. He did that. He made that decision to make videos of the same people who helped him. Throw everybody under the bus and run over them as much as possible for profit. Yep. But the Foodie Beauty decision that he made about not reacting to her content, that was his and his alone. Nobody told him what to do. Nobody was controlling Hussy. Nobody was forcing him to do the content or not do it. He wanted to take his channel in that direction. That's fine. Everybody's free to do that. You control your channel and the content. But if he's trying to paint this picture of we ganged up on him because he stopped reacting to Foodie, wrong. Wrong. No, he stopped reacting to Foodie, and then he proceeded to go full ham on everybody. That is what everybody's upset about.
Now I'm some type of a horrible person, or person in BL, FA, all these things, people coming after my channel and all that. As soon as I stop reacting to Foodie Beauty, well, guess what? What are you guys going to do now?
I stopped reacting to Foodie for a while. I was gone for like 2 months. Nobody came after me. So why were people going after you? If we both stopped reacting to Foodie, Hussy, why is it that when I stopped, nobody came for me? But yet when you stopped, people came after you. Maybe it wasn't because you stopped reacting to Foodie. Maybe it was because of everything that happened after you stopped reacting to her. The things you were saying to people, saying things about them. Maybe that's it. That's where the problems are.
What are you guys going to do? I know what I'm doing with my channel. What are you guys doing? Yep, she did. She absolutely did. Exactly, Trench. They have literally, you guys, called me everything.
You called us
And
everything.
this all happened when I stopped reacting to Foodie Beauty.
Wrong.
What haven't they called me?
Who do you want to
What?
call you?
Seriously, can you find something? Focus on, yes. Yes, David. They've literally called me every single thing they can. Everything.
And you called us everything that you did. Remember? I do. If you don't like it, then don't do it to other people. If you don't like being called names and all of that, then don't do it to other people. Because once you do it to other people, that means the door is open for them to do it right back to you. Don't you get that, Hussy? It doesn't feel good to be called names, right? It hurts. Well, think about all the stuff you said about everybody. All those months and all those videos and all those live streams. Think about all those things you said. Do you even remember? We do. And you were very happy to say them. And you weren't the least bit upset saying them. You were doing it for attention. You were doing it for super chats and membership signups. But suddenly, if somebody's saying something about you, it's a problem. If you don't want people to say bad things to you, then don't say bad things about other people and leave people alone. It's just that simple. It's just that easy.
Yeah, Jojo. That's just one. They've called me a lot. I remember Windflower. Yeah? No. She's not. She's very manipulative, vindictive, calculated. I really don't know why she stays on YouTube all day long.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Why are you on YouTube all day long stalking her every move? Leave her alone. Let her go into chat rooms and talk to people like anybody else. Why not treat her like just anybody else and let her do her thing? You're so fixated on D. Higgins. And I have a theory about why. I got a solid theory about why. Because D. Higgins is a woman, she's not incredibly wealthy. She and her husband worked very, very hard, very hard. And because of their hard work, they live well. They have a nice life. And maybe you're jealous of that, the fact that they live well, that she lives well, and she's comfortable, and you don't have that lifestyle. Maybe you want that lifestyle, but rather than do what you need to do, which is get out there and work and make that happen for yourself, you're going to fixate on somebody who already has that life and give them hell. Honestly, I think that's it. I think that's it. You want to live larger than what you live right now. Perhaps you want more money, perhaps you want more means. You could have had that on YouTube. You could have had that life, Hussy. You could have had that life. You had all the time, opportunity, and tools you needed to make that life happen for yourself. You had a channel that was monetized. You had an audience. You had your computer that you could do so much with. You could have taken your phone and just taken a walk through New York, and there's content everywhere. There's the food, there's the monuments. winter in New York and summer and spring and the window displays and restaurants. You could have done that kind of content and it would have been positive and entertaining. But you didn't want to do that. You wanted to stay fixated on the hateful humor. What a shame. What a wasted opportunity. You had everything you needed to work hard and reap the rewards of your hard work. But you wanted to stay in that little box of, I want to bring the drama and I want to say hateful things about people. And so you got what you got. You have what you have. But just understand you could have had a lot more if you had gone a different way. But you chose to go the way that you've gone, and here we are. Here you are. So you've got no one to blame but yourself. If you want more in life and you haven't received it, if you want it, you got to work for it. You got to go after it. That's the way life works. You got to work for what you want. You work, you get the rewards of work. You don't work, you get what you get. But don't hate on somebody else who has worked hard all their life, and now they get to reap the benefits of such. They have a nice life and they got a little money to spend. Don't hate on that person for being smart, for being wise, and doing what they need to do to have that life. Don't hate on them for that. Hating on a person for having a nice life will never get you a nice life for yourself. You'll never reach that point. All hate is going to do is get in the way of you getting that life. If you let go of the hate and you work hard, you'll have everything you want. But as long as you stay fixated on D. Higgins, hating on her, you'll never get what you want.
That's a little sus to me anyway. Hello, who is she's back. Hello, sweetheart. Exactly, JoJo.
Okay, I want to address this comment. This person saying she's pretending she's not, that she's rich. Dee has never said that she's rich. She's never said that she's rich. She's comfortable, but she's not rich. And as far as this fake elevator, the elevator is real and it's needed for somebody in the house for a specific purpose. So here are all these idiots in the chat saying things that they know nothing about.
She claims that she doesn't brag. She brags all the time. I don't know why people hate me because I'm rich. Girl, nobody hates you. You think you're the only one that has money? You think there's no other rich people on the internet? Why do people hate you because you're rich? Nobody hates you because you know, maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's how manipulated. Crooked Halo knew you were up to no good way in the beginning. Okay,
I don't know this person, Crooked Halo, but I'm certain that it's somebody that has never spoken to D. Higgins. Who is this person, Crooked Halo? What do they really know about D? Probably nothing. So they're making up stuff as they go.
don't think she knew about your money then. Negs, no, he doesn't help anything, Bob Lou. He never helps. And that's okay. I don't need Negs' help. I don't. I wish nobody would ever need his help. Seriously. Yes, Loopy. That is very true. You know, I have to say, I really, really commend Yaba and French Fried Girl for doing what I did and block her. I really, really commend them for doing that. Okay? Money is not exactly, money is nothing.
See how easily he switches around? This fool, this one right here, he's done videos in the past dragging French Fried Girl, dragging Yaba. Yeah, he did that. And because they block somebody in their chat that he doesn't like, suddenly he's talking positively about them. Yaba doesn't like Hussy. French Fried Girl doesn't like Hussy. They don't want him in their chats. But notice how quickly he just flipped it. You know, like, just because Frenchie and Yaba block somebody on their chat that he doesn't like, suddenly he's talking positively about them, when once upon a time he was all about dragging those same people. Y'all noticing a pattern? How he's good with you one minute and the next minute he's not good with you. Suddenly you're an awful person. He's got something bad to say about you. You weren't a bad person when you knew him and when you guys were friends, but the moment you're not friends with Hussy or you try to walk away from Hussy, suddenly you're an evil monster. Yep, that's what kind of a person he is.
Not health, nothing. Love, they did it. Yes, Joanne. She told me when we were on the phone 2 weeks ago, she said that FFG, Yaba, blocked her. I did it last year. Now they're doing it. Mhm. Because she's friendly now with Neg. She leaves comments in his chat, or was friendly, I don't know, and supports DC.
She's D has never been friendly with Negs. D does not like Negs. What is he talking about? Never would happen.
Friending him.
D Higgins has never been friends with Negs. That's another lie he's telling.
Exactly, Traj. She, look, if you know this Piggins person firsthand, okay, you will know that she's definitely tried to manipulate you one point or another.
Same. Well, you've done that with people. You've done that with people yourself, sir.
I don't think there's any person that could say that she hasn't tried to do that.
I've been talking to her for a while. She's never done that with me. Never once, never ever. Again, you're making claims that you back up. Where's the proof? Where's the proof that she is all these things that you claim she is? Where's the proof? You don't have any. You're talking things, you're saying these things are true, but where's the proof of the truth? Where is it? Where's the receipts to back this stuff up? Anybody can say anything, but offering proof shows that it's true. You got no proof, it's not true.
Oh, I know, do you know? I know. I don't know why people have to be jealous. I really don't understand. There's room on these social media platforms for everybody. There's really no competition. Why does there have to be so much hate, so much jealousy?
Yeah, you're right. There is rules on every platform. There is a TOS on every platform, and you broke TOS on YouTube, and that's why your channel was taken away in the first freaking place. And that's why the other channels that you made after that were also taken, because you made those channels and you used those channels to go after people. If you hadn't gone after people, they might still be around. But every platform that you've made, you use as a tool to go after people, to harass people. You say hateful, ugly things, and you wonder why you keep losing your platforms. It's not because of us, not because of the reactors or any channel on YouTube. Even if every channel on YouTube or on Twitch reported you for whatever, if you're not doing anything wrong, nothing will happen. You'll only get in trouble, Hussy, when you're breaking the TOS, when you're using your platform in the wrong way and you're breaking the rules. You break the rules, then that opens the door to you losing what you created. If you do nothing wrong, you got nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. If you do wrong, you do have something to worry about.
You guys, my good on French fried grill, exactly. I pulled a just saying today on DC. Do you remember when DC was talking about just saying like a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Like, I am never going to watch another video of hers and she's not this and she's not that. Something to that effect, I heard. Okay? And then as soon as she played Just Saying's video, Just Saying private in the video, I did that to her. You guys, it was the funniest thing. So I happened to go into her live stream, and were you in there? Quite possibly. I went into her live stream, and she said, "Before we get into the other subject that I'm going to do in an hour, I want to talk about our new cows. Me and Negs have new cows, and we got to think of a name for the farm where we're going to put all these." Yes, David, we're going to put all up the video that I did today of Foodie Tootie. Fedorcha, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. So she went and she put the video up of me reacting to Foodie Beauty today. And 1 minute into the video, I went and I privated her thing. And she said, "What? What?"
Oh, you're so clever.
Oh, she said, Hussy pulled the just saying on me. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Make your own content, girl. Go make some exercise videos.
Maybe you should make your own content. All that time they reacted to Foodie and then talking about other people. When have you ever made your own content? When have you ever made your own content? When have you ever made an edited video, Hussy? I've made plenty. I make ambiance videos. I've done over 100 of those. All of those required editing, putting stuff together, adding sound bites. When have you ever done a serious edited video like that? I've done plenty. Can you claim that you've made your own content that had nothing to do with anybody else or putting their name in the title? If you have, it's been a while.
Guys, let me tell you, social media could be very fun. Okay? You can never imagine the positive impact you have on somebody else. Okay? Something so little that you say, something, you know, so little that you do that means the world to somebody. It could be somebody that's stuck at home, or it could be somebody that's sick, or maybe someone that's depressed, or you just never know. So, when I come on and I do what I do, if I didn't know the positive effect that I have on people,
You know what, Huzzy? I think once upon a time you cared. a lot about the laughter you brought to people. I think you did care a lot about that. I think that you had a genuine passion for caring about that and giving that gift to people. But somewhere along the way, you lost that passion, and that passion was replaced with hatred. That the laughter became hateful because you went from being funny to just being hateful and picking targets and going off on them and trying to find out anything and everything about them that might be shocking or embarrassing or sensitive or personal, and using it to make your humor cruel. And I'll say it again, I think once upon a time, the person that you are away from the wig and the glasses, because you were so in character of the Miss Hussy character all the time, the lines got blurred. And you don't know where you start and Miss Hussy begins. Even when you go out on the town, you don't do it as yourself. You do it as Miss Hussy. Even if you're playing a character, I can tell you from experience that if you're playing a character, if you're putting on a role, if you're an actor or an actress or somebody that you're playing a role, you have to let go of the character, the role at some point. You got to take the costume off, the wigs off, the glasses off, and you got to be yourself. You've got to have that definite line between yourself and the character. You can't be in character all the time. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy to just step into a role and never step out of it. There is a you away from the Miss Hussy character. But I don't think you're interested in that you anymore. I think you're interested in Miss Hussy because the Miss Hussy thing gets you the attention that you're craving. You can get on YouTube, you can get on Twitch and get attention with Miss Hussy, but what about you? Who are you beneath the wig and the glasses? What about that person? What about that individual? Why not give that individual attention? Why is it always Miss Hussy all the time? The Miss Hussy character has become hateful. It's mean. It's nasty. It's rude. Why not set that aside and find out who you are and what you want to do and what content you can do beyond that? Just ditch the Miss Hussy character, and instead of being in character, just be yourself. You can get attention for you too if you bring it to the table and you present it the right way. The Miss Hussy character, it's boxing you in. It's created a very ugly, negative picture of you. You can do better. You can do better. If you want to, you can do better. It's up to you, though, what you want to do. But there's no growth with the Miss Hussy character. There's no growth available. You've taken it as far as you can take it, and it can't go any further. And like I said earlier in this video, if you're taking the inspiration from somebody that you loved so much, that you respected so much, you are doing her so much wrong. You're doing her memory so much wrong by presenting it to the public in a hateful, ugly, nasty way. You are doing her a disservice by doing that. And if you cared about her, you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't let that continue. You wouldn't let it continue. If you loved her and you cared about her and you respected her as a person, as a human being, as someone that was in your house and raised you, you would not do that to her. You would not disrespect her that way. Just think about that.
I probably would have not stopped doing it. I'm not kidding you guys. I wouldn't do it. But you know, when Deep and Crooked Halo messages me, are you gonna go live today? I need to watch a video. I need to do this. And all these people send me emails with things. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. David, please, get rid of him. And get rid of her too. That's stalker. That's stalker. Get rid of both of them, please. Any moderator in here? They're not going to silence me. It's exactly with Flower. This is not a hate channel. I don't see the other ones in here. They just subbed and left. Oh, okay.
It kind of is a hate channel because you ran all the way to Twitch to say the things that you want to say. You're not saying them on YouTube where you can get penalized. You're doing it on another platform. So you're being hateful on another platform when you don't have to be.
Good. Let them leave.
Oops.
Whatchamacallit? Leg stream sniped my entire video yesterday. He does this every time I'm on. When he's on, he stream snipes me. Okay? Next, you know you can't do that, right? You know that goes against the terms of services, right? All these videos that you do stream sniping me at the same time, and then when I come and I look, he just shows the sound. He plays the sound and he doesn't show the picture. And then when I leave his channel, he plays that. You know what you're doing is wrong, Negs, right? You're not innocent in any of this, right? You've never been innocent. That's why you're going to court, right? So he was laughing. Oh, how much money I made. Dude, you didn't make crap. Hello, Steph. Hello, sweetheart.
Oops, I think I went too far.
Oh, he's not Steph? Okay. She already knows it's going to happen. She said it. She said he's going to dump me too. Oh my gosh. We would all go in there and rip her a new one. With Flower, you stop that. No, Steph, let me see what you say. And email me, because you want me to go on the talk show, whatever it is, red carpet in Hollywood, or if you want me to go wherever it is in New York City on Broadway, just send me an email, MissHussy100@gmail.com. It's me.
And what would you talk about on a talk show? D. Higgins, me, Charlie Gold, Shane, Callie, because ain't nobody going to care about that. Nobody's going to care about that.
You like my Kaya parody? A reality show? You guys, how awesome would it be if I had my own talk show? Hello, everybody. This is Miss Hussy, and welcome back to another show with me. Intro, you always know.
You know what? We're almost done with this live stream. I'm just going to cut it off here. I think everybody has heard quite enough.
Yeah, ever since I put this in last Saturday, it hasn't.
Quiet. We're all done here. I've reacted to it enough. I'm going to go ahead and post this on my channel. I want to let everybody know, if you made it this far, that I'm not going to do a series of videos on Hussy. I just wanted to do the one and post it to my channel. We're not going to do like a back and forth with Hussy. I'm certain that he's going to talk about me on a live stream or video somewhere. He's going to see this. He's going to hear about it. His snitch, Scott Stevens, is going to tell him, or he's going to hear about it. And they're going to react to it. And they're going to drag me. I already know what's going to happen. And I'm ready for it. But I'm tired of keeping my mouth shut. as far as the way he is lying on the community. He's lying on Higgins, making claims that we reactors forced him to be part of the community, or we got mad at him and punished him for not doing foodie videos, which is ridiculous. We all live in separate places. How could we force him to do content or not do content? That's just stupid. But his harassment of Higgins is off the chain. I find it offensive. And I find it especially offensive that she's not even someone with a channel. She's not made one single video about him. If she goes into chat rooms and other people are talking about him, she has the right to say what she wants to say and comment on it. Even if nothing happened between her and Hussy, she'd still have the right. But she especially has the right with all the things that he did to her and all the things that he said. She's a wonderful person. I talk to her every day, and I just, it's not right. It's not right. If he's disturbed by anything that anybody says, what he needs to do is just turn his face away and not pay attention. Just go do other things. Go talk to other people. It's just that simple. So I'm done with this React video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and post this to my channel. Everyone take care. And thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.